You guys, I got blue light glasses. You know what happens when you put glasses on a beautiful woman, you guys? She becomes homely. Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome to another video from me. If you're new here, my name's Shanelle. We're in my childhood bedroom and it is late. And I want to start this video before I regret it. It is 9:36 p.m. and I decided to do something bad. Crazy. Tonight, I wanted to watch something amazing. I wanted to watch something heartwarming. I wanted to watch the best holiday movie of all time. And I have never seen It's a Wonderful Life, so that is what is going down right now on my channel. Now, if you are new here and you are looking for a quiet reactor, you're not gonna find that here. You're gonna wanna click off this video. You're gonna wanna go to another reactor. I am not quiet. I like to chit chat, so you've been warned. I'm not a quiet reactor. I consider myself a commentator and I will always give you my honest and real opinion and feedback on a movie, but it will absolutely always be in context of the time in which it was made. I think all films are miracles and they need to be viewed in context. So you're in good hands when you're with me. I am watching It's a Wonderful Life for the absolute first time ever. I have been going back and forth about whether or not I'm watching the black and white or color. It's from 1946. Okay. I feel like movies should be viewed in the way that they were intended. Life in black and white or color. I can't believe I'm Googling this right now. Please don't watch the colorized version. It's hideous. Okay. All right, good. I am watching It's a Wonderful Life from 1946, which means I am not looking for a fast-paced movie. I'm looking for everything to play out in really long takes. I'm looking for camera wide shots, lots of like theatrical movement, if that makes sense. The blocking of the actors, I think, is going to be very theatrical. They're going to move within the space and the camera is going to follow them through space. There won't be a lot of intense cutting. I am going to be looking at the acting and I am just overall am here for the story. So rest assured you are in good hands with me. So I think without further ado, we're just gonna get right into It's a Wonderful Life before I regret it. Jimmy Stewart, classic sturdy Donna Reed, wonderful. Bedford Falls, don't know it, do not know it.
Came to see you, sir. It's that clockmaker's turn again.
No, it's like the gods talking.
Something happens here you'll have to remember later on.
Oh, does he have some sort of trauma? I'm excited by this. I feel like this is like a coming of age tale and this is my favorite kind of movie.
Should have called him yesterday. Switch it inside.
Strings tied to the fingers as to remember, that's the cutest.
I'm bigger than everybody.
Come on, George.
All right, son. All right. Thanks.
Tell him what you gotta tell him. No.
George.
I would have felt so good to die. I would.
Wow, saved 2 people so far.
I want you to take a good look at that face.
Oh, I love this.
Hey, you look good. That's some dress you got on there.
What? This old thing? Well, I only wear it when I don't care how I look.
Girl knows exactly what to say. Oh, this whole thing? So it is 1928. George is not yet through college. But Jimmy Stewart looks old, and they're calling him a freshman.
Some guy came up and tripped me. That's the reason why I came in fourth.
She's so beautiful, this woman.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Wow. That is a beautiful profile close-up. He's unfazed. Oh, and it became a party. Wow, so George Bailey is like really beloved in this town.
Hot dog, just like an organ.
That's like that SNL sketch when the 2 characters, I think it's Fred Armisen and, is it Molly Shannon? No, it's Fred Armisen and Kristen Wiig, and they try to follow each other and sing the same thing.
You look wonderful. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Is it just me or did teenagers seem older back then? Like, she's 18, and either this actress is actually like 25, or 18-year-olds just felt older because they were expected to be adult quicker. Does that make sense? Oh.
What'd you wish, Mary?
Oh, so her name is Mary, not Mary. But his accent makes it sound like Mary.
When you threw that rock.
Oh, no.
Come on, tell me.
If I told you, it might not come true.
They are flirting.
What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Mary. Kiss will put hair back on your head. What do you...
She lost her rope?
Come on home, quick. Your father's had a stroke.
Like Peter Bailey, stir 'em up and fill their head with a lot of impossible ideas. Now.
Wow, he is slandering the dead. I hate Mr. Potter. He is such a bitch.
Broke them down that you know how long it takes a working man to save 5?
Yawns?
To you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
I'm not interested.
This is astonishing work from Jimmy Stewart. He's very good.
This measly one-horse institution, if only to have some place where people can come without crawling to Potter.
Good. So they give loans to, like, the underdog. The only thing is, I don't know where Jimmy Stewart's from. His accent is wild to me. It's, like, Midwestern, maybe? I feel like he did have that Atlantic... What's that accent called? The Mid-Atlantic accent that they would all put on. It's, like, a mixture of, like, proper British, but, like, Middle America as well.
George, they'll vote with Potter otherwise.
I know. He didn't go.
That's really cool and very of the time. Instead of cutting from a wide shot and then cutting to a close-up of Jimmy Stewart's face, he just walks into a close-up. So there's way less camera setups is what this is showing me. Oh. From the story he told her.
For Bedford Falls?
Where is Bedford
Yes.
Falls?
My family and...
Where do we think? Let's write it down.
By the...
Oh,
It's their song.
and you.
Mary, who's down there with
Mary. I feel like this Mid-Atlantic accent, however they're saying there are, it's almost British, so that it sounds like Mary, like they're flicking it, and it makes me think they're saying Mary, because I'm from New York.
Hee-haw. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Gee, it's good to hear your voice again.
Yo, people have been doing this since the dawn of time, making their old flings jealous. Kiss her.
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
Kiss her.
I don't want any plastics, I don't want any ground floors, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that? Mary.
What a display of affection in front of a mommy.
Here they come!
Oh, that was a cool fade. Thank God he came to his senses. George and Mary forever. Also really interesting to me is they are definitely not bound by modern movie structure because we are 50 minutes in. And we only just now started to get a taste of, like, what's going to start happening. How is he going to provide for him and his wife? And ultimately, what is going to lead to his, like, him being in such a bad place that they send, what is it, like an angel down to help him?
Then what, honey?
After that, who cares?
That doesn't. Come here, come here.
One, but that's got all the earmarks of being a run.
What?
Make yourself at home.
What's wrong? What's going on? Does everyone need a loan?
Can I see?
Just tell them to bring their shares
No.
over here.
No.
He's got the bus line, he got the department stores, and now he's after us. Why? Well, it's very simple, because we're cutting in on his business.
And just take notice that there is no cutting. None. It's all just this wide shot of the side of his face.
Could I have $17.50?
Bless your heart, of course. Got $2 left. Well, look, let's have some of that.
This is so cute. He's still in business with $2.
320 Sycamore. Well, what? Whose home's that? The Waldorf Hotel, huh?
This is what we call the one-sided phone call.
How are you?
So did they get the creepy house? Their first date house? It's all so sweet. It's also rated PG. I'm gonna need you to comment below if Jimmy Stewart was your perfect man? Did you have a crush on him? Did you think he was just like the sweetest, cutest, most perfect man ever? Because right now, this is just so endearing.
Where did you?
And the kisses are so romantic. And Mary and George have 3 children? What is the... Okay, this can't be. This is not all their children. There's no way. No shot. And the goat? Welcome to Bailey Park. And I hear O Sole Mio, which means Italy.
Welcome home.
Good old George, he's always making a speech.
Okay, so they're not in Italy, but they sang O Sole Mio, and that family was very Catholic. I saw, you know, sign of the cross. Sign of the cross.
Okay, Mr. Potter.
Cute. What?
Oh.
Slimy. Slime ball.
You sit around here and you spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter.
Takes the cigar. Good for him.
You on the nest?
George Bailey Lasso Stork.
This is a stork.
Are you on the nest?
What are you?
Mm-hmm.
That was so cute.
1A. 1A.
Potter ain't gonna be around much longer. He's gotta stop being such an asshole. He's close to dying. Can someone comment below and talk to me about the crow that lives inside this loan office? I don't get it. I don't know why it's there. And I feel like it's a thing that I'm not understanding. Like a thing that I just have no reference for. This is like the event. And we're more than halfway through the film.
Well, good morning, Mr. Potter. What's the news?
Oh, well, Harry Bailey wins congressional medal.
Whoa, that was a weird cut. We're going back.
Well, good morning, Mr. Potter. What's the news?
Oh, well, Harry Bailey wins congressional medal.
That is what we call a jump cut. It did not directly match. The frame before it and the frame after were not seamless. That was a jump cut. That looks like, not a mistake, but it looks like they had what they had and they had to use it. Now I think it's just cool. And I think the $8,000 is in Mr. Potter's hands right now.
Oh, shucks.
Where is it?
How about that finger there?
Come on. You hear that sound, y'all? So I kind of roughly knew that this is like the event of the movie. Shocked that it happens an hour and 20 minutes into this film.
I see you for a second.
Well, of course you can. Go on, officer.
Who is she?
Where's that money, you silly, stupid old fool? Where's that money?
What an emotional gentleman.
Bring the Christmas wreath?
What wreath?
Was it the Merry Christmas wreath? Was
Really rubbing it in, fam. So, like, this is his rock bottom level, right?
Oh, wait, now, where do you think you're going?
Want to give my flower a drink?
All right. Now, I'll give Dad the flower. I'll give it a drink. No, here.
He's turning so bitter.
Say, what kind of a teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending her home like that, half naked? You realize she'll probably end up with pneumonia on account of you?
All his architectural dreams.
Up from your building and loan.
Hate Mr. Potter.
There's a
Such
man
a
over
bitch.
there from the DA's office.
So rude.
Hey, Mr. Potter, help me, won't you, please? Can't you see what it means to my family?
I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest.
They're sending an angel to help George, but they can't send a devil to come take Potter? Yeah, Jimmy Stewart's next level. He's astonishing. Every close-up in this movie is so powerful because they are so few and far between.
Show me the way. Oh, God.
Show him the way.
This Mr. George Bailey.
He is spiraling out. Come on, Angel. The weather is also definitely directly mirroring how he feels, because the last time they were down in the dumps and didn't have the money, it was pouring rain, and now it's pouring snow. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and say fake snow. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a lot in California, and that this is like potato flakes. You know?
Well, who are you then?
Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
Oddbody.
Angel, second class.
You had me worried. One of the oldest trees in Pottersville.
Pottersville?
Pottersville.
Every time you hear a bell rings, it means that some angel's just got his wings.
Really? Oh.
Don't know you from Adam's off ox. Hey, you rummy there. Come here, come here.
That's the pharmacy guy.
Mr. Gower, look, this is George Bailey. Don't you know him? Oh. No.
No.
That rumhead spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid. If you know him, you must be a jailbird yourself.
Nix. Not martinis, Nix. Not without you, because Martini couldn't get a loan.
Zuzu's petals. You'll be...
Two things. His daughter's name is Zuzu, and her petals aren't there.
You're driving me crazy, too. I'm seeing things here. I'm going home and see my wife and family. You understand that? And I'm going home alone.
How am I doing, Joseph?
Clarence is like, hey, fam.
Thanks. No, I didn't have a drink.
I didn't have a drink. Mom?
Mother.
Mommy? Mom? So cool.
When he isn't around, he leaves an awful hole, doesn't he?
Sure of anything anymore. All I know is this should be Bailey.
Great symbolism. Bailey Park's a cemetery now. There couldn't have been a better movie choice right there. Wow.
You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Way?
It's a wonderful life.
Wife is.
I'm not supposed to tell.
Please, Clarence, tell me where she is.
You're not going to like it, George.
Where is she?
Dead.
She's an old maid.
Old maid.
Mary.
You know what happens when you put glasses on a beautiful woman, you guys? She becomes homely. Case in point.
Help me! Let me go!
Come on. I need George Bailey to surrender to this experience because I am stressed.
Stand back!
Stop!
You all right? Hey, what's the matter? Now get out of here, Bert, or I'll hit you again. Get out of here.
Oh.
My mouth's bleeding, Bert! My mouth's bleeding! Zuzu's petals.
A lesson in gratitude, my friends. And it all happens on Christmas. How poetic. After you've lost it all, a crashed car becomes like just the sweetest sight. This is cool. Self-help books try to get people to be gracious and to have gratitude. And like this movie did it in 47. This is great.
I bet it's a warrant for my arrest. Isn't it wonderful? I'm going to jail.
Isn't it wonderful?
Kids!
He loves his janky broken house.
Let me touch you. Are you real? Oh, George!
Didn't ask any question, just said George in trouble. Tell me.
What is this? Another run on the bank? Here, George. Merry Christmas.
I busted the jukebox, too.
He burst the juice from the jukebox.
Saving this money for a divorce if ever I get a husband.
They're just piling on the nice.
My office instructed to advance you up to $25,000. Stop. Hee-haw and Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright.
Even the bank guy rips at the warrant. I only want to see Clarence now really badly. Please let Clarence come back.
To my big brother George, the richest man in town.
Because he has it all. Clarence's book. Great ending. Dear George, remember no man is a failure who has friends. Thanks for the wings.
A very dear friend of mine.
Teacher says every time a bell rings,
An angel gets his wings. Okay, friends, I cannot believe I now know a world where I've seen It's a Wonderful Life. I've gone this long without it. I was expecting a slow burn and I got a slow burn, but I was interested the whole way through. They never lost me, which I'm like shocked. Like, I'm floored. I'm so happy they never lost me. I am shocked at the structure of this movie. I definitely thought that the angel would be there for the majority of Act 2. So if like Act 1 is like the first half hour, 40 minutes, and Act 3 is the last half hour, I thought the whole middle of this movie, so like a big hour of this movie, would just be George and his angel going around and seeing the impact. But now I realize maybe I'm stupid, because that's not even dramatically relevant. They took the whole first half of the movie to set up all the good things George Bailey has done, so that in the last 30 minutes, the last 25 minutes, they could take us with Clarence and show him all of the situations that George affected positively. I now understand that was like a very easy thing to throw in 20 minutes. What's hard to do is to build love and admiration for a man and to build empathy and sympathy for George Bailey. So that is why that was the bulk of the movie, and that is why I'm just a commentator on those guys are making the movies. So now to move on to the trivia. For the scene that required Donna Reed to throw a rock through the window to the Granville house, director Frank Capra hired a marksman to shoot it out on cue. To everyone's amazement, Reed broke the window by herself. She played baseball in high school and had a strong throwing arm. Director Frank Capra often said this was his favorite movie of all his films. Like, duh. Like, come on. Okay, this is what I wanted to know. The set for Bedford Falls was constructed in 2 months and was one of the longest sets that had ever been made for an American movie. It covered 4 acres of RKO's Encino Ranch. So this was California on set. It included 75 stores and buildings, a main street, a factory district, and a large residential and slum area. Main Street was 300 yards long, 3 whole city blocks. I love that. Films made prior to this one used cornflakes painted white for the falling snow effect. Because the cornflakes were so loud, dialogue had to be dubbed in later. What? Director Frank Capra wanted to record the sound live, so a new snow effect was developed using foamite, a firefighting chemical, soap, and water. This also sounds toxic. The mixture was then pumped at high pressure through a wind machine to create the silent falling snow. 6,000 gallons of the new snow was used in the film. So I want to talk about the bar scene. While filming the scene in which George prays in the bar, James Stewart was so overcome with emotion that he began to sob. Frank Capra later reframed and blew up the shot because he wanted to catch that expression on Stewart's face. That's why the shot looked so grainy compared to the rest of the film. You know this if you zoom in on a photo, a low resolution photo, same thing. If I zoom in on this video right now, it'll look grainy. This is so cute. During the bank run scene, Frank Capra rehearsed the scene between James Stewart and Ellen Corby several times. When Corby's character was asked how much money she needed, Frank Capra whispered in her ear to surprise Jimmy Stewart and say $17.50. When she said $17.50 to Stewart, he was taken off guard and impulsively kissed her. Stewart's spontaneous reply was so genuine, Capra left it in the final film. This is really interesting that this is James Stewart's first role after returning from World War II, and he really felt like he wasn't up to the part, and he so clearly was. The Martinis are based on director Frank Capra's own family who immigrated from Sicily in 1903. In the movie, a goat accompanies them in their car. Capra means goat in Italian. I did not understand the goat, but that was funny. I'm Sicilian too, so hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, hello? Initially a box office flop, the film became a cherished holiday tradition in the United States. Whoa! Due to a clerical error, the copyright was not renewed on this film and it expired in 1974. It became public domain, meaning anyone who could obtain a print could broadcast it without paying any royalties. Wait, can I play this movie in full without royalties? Local stations aired it dozens of times between Thanksgiving and Christmas Day. In the 1990s, after a series of court battles, the NTA successor, Republic Pictures, reacquired the rights to the film. Got it. Because they owned the source material The Greatest Gift and the film's score? Okay, so there is some source material to this movie. It's called The Greatest Gift, which I think was recommended to me right after I finished mine. I want to know, comment below, why is the color version known as such a train wreck? Aside from the fact that it takes away from the original and it's like not how it was intended. Why is the color bad? Did they do a bad job, or is it just not the spirit of the film? I need to know. This is what I had a question on. James Stewart plays George Bailey from age 21 to 38, from the night of the school dance in 1928 to Christmas 45. Stewart was 37-38 during the whole filming. 25-year-old Donna Reed plays Mary from the ages of 18 to 35. Just a little fun fact, when Potter offers George a $20,000 annual salary, assuming the scene takes place in 1939, that is the purchasing power equivalent to 807, okay, about $372,000 in 2020. 42 rings are heard over the course of the film. If Clarence is right, 42 angels have gotten their wings. I'm crying. Wow, in 1947, the FBI analyst submitted without comment an addition to a running memo on communist infiltration in the motion picture industry, recording the opinion of an industry source who said that the film's obvious attempt to discredit bankers is a common trick used by communists. Bedford Falls is a fictional town in upstate New York, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now the only thing I need to look up is... Uncle Billy's pets are Jimmy, a crow, hamster, dog, bird, squirrel, monkey. Okay, that's cute. So Uncle Billy is just like a big fan of animals. That's really cute. Okay. In the interest of time, I'm going to cut this trivia section right then and there. Comment below. Let's talk about this movie. I especially want to know, where were you? How old were you? What were you doing the first time you ever saw this movie? What did you think of it? I'd wonder if the ending has changed through the decades. Like, comment below what you think the ending means to you. And if you saw this in theaters as your first time, I've got to know. Thank you so much for joining me here today in my childhood bedroom. Comment, like, share, subscribe. And on that note, I'm gonna go to bed.